Don't even give him a chance to respond. I love that. Welcome back to the Words from the Nerds podcast, where we bring you all of our lovely, wordy news, discussions, opinions, yada, yada, yada. Everything under the nerdy sun. Video games, too, sometimes, if these guys let me talk about it. And it's not some fucking Nintendo thing. Whoops. I broke the rule. Edit that out. I'm joined by my two lovely co-hosts, Aiden and Benjamin. Gentlemen, how are we doing today? Psych! I don't care. Everybody who's new here, if you don't know, every single episode, at the beginning of every single episode, we read aloud every single comment that was placed on our last episode. And last episode was a doozy for those of you who weren't around for it. Our longtime supporter, Mimish, joined us on the podcast once again. It's been a while. It had been a while since we had him on. We always love having him on. He's always in the comments encouraging us, just like he was again on the very episode that he starred in. Mimish said, "Hey, the legends themselves. Thank you so much for having me on, you absolute legends." Mimish, thank you, man. Thank you for joining us, brother. You know we appreciate you, man. Some of us more than most. I.e. me. But, you know, it's neither here nor there. Then Mimish also said, hashtag best podcast ever. You know it, baby. You know it, you know. I could say a lot of things, but I'm gonna refrain from saying a lot of those things. So you know it. You know it, Mimish. You know it. We deserve it. Of course, we're up there. Yeah, so I guess without further ado, let's do a little tiny segment of what we've watched. I want to go last, me personally. Save the best for last. Let's just go in a rotation. Aiden, hit us up, man.
Oh man, what did I watch this week? Not a lot, man. I think I watched Michael again for the third time. My buddy hadn't seen it, so I was like, "Oh, dude, you have to. You got to go see it." So
go see it again in IMAX.
We went and saw it. That would have been my first choice, but he wanted to go to the Alamo, which is like just more for general audience. Everyone loves to go to the Alamo. So they actually also have a season pass. You pay like $2 per movie, but you can watch up to a movie a day. So 30 movies in a month, all for free. $2 service fee, and that's it. So I have that in AMC. I'm probably going to cancel that soon, but it came in clutch this week because I was able to watch Michael and Mortal Kombat the day after. So I got to watch both of those with my buddy. I was like, I think he'd like both these movies. You know, they're good general audience movies. So we watched those, and that was about it, man. Very uneventful. Watched Daredevil and the Boys. Oh, and Gary. Gary.
Gary.
We got to talk about Gary.
Yeah, we got to talk about Gary. Yeah,
I haven't
watched Gary as well.
I don't blame you because I just watched it last night, Ben. So
I remember, like, we talked about it when it first dropped, and then it kind of left my brain that, like, oh, there's an episode of The Bear to watch, and then just was busy with other things. So
yeah,
I kind of forgot about it, to be honest.
Watch that. So I'm excited to talk about that. That's about it, man. Super light this week.
Sure.
I watched a couple of things. I finished Monarch Legacy of Monsters Season 2, which just finished coming out on Apple TV. It was all right. I don't think I liked it as much as Season 1. And the whole kind of shtick of just like, hey, let's just keep like to some extent, it's like lore, but to another extent, it's excuses to just make the story keep going and branching into like different aspects of the world. So some of the concepts that are introduced are really cool, and others it's just like, okay, we're doing this just so we can keep telling stories within this universe, and it doesn't always feel earned. So I enjoyed it as a whole. Having Kurt Russell and Wyatt Russell play a younger and older version of the same character, genius. Very, very well done, and works perfectly. Sometimes they fade transition between the two, and it's like, oh my gosh, they look identical. So great casting and decent season overall. Definitely nothing crazy, but since I had watched season 1 earlier this year. I wanted to check out season 2. I rewatched the first Mortal Kombat, going into Mortal Kombat 2. I'll talk about that a little bit later. And yeah, other than that, Daredevil and the boys.
Yeah, cool. I too rewatched Mortal Kombat 1 in preparation for Mortal Kombat 2, and yeah, we'll probably save a lot of that for the actual Mortal Kombat 2 discussion, as well as Mortal Kombat 2 I watched. And as Aiden mentioned, I watched the Gary episode of The Bear, and I mean, without talking too much, because Benjamin hasn't seen it. Oh, man, they still got
So
it,
good,
man.
man.
They still got it.
They freaking got it, bro.
They got it. I mean, I guess I shouldn't say still got it because it's written by John Bernthal and Eben Moss Backrack. And I don't know that they've written other episodes of the show. Maybe they have, maybe they haven't. I don't know. But this episode was great. It was phenomenal. I was crying. That's all I'll say. I was crying.
Yeah.
But there's one other thing that I watched.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
There's one other thing, and it's, I mean, depending on who you talk to, it's kind of a big thing. Because somebody's going to have to watch something because I watched it. I started Attack on Titan.
No.
Oh my god! No! Oh my
Yes,
god!
sir.
Are you kidding me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh my god! Holy lock-in.
I'm not super far. I'm not late. And it was all like by accident. It was all like happenstance. My friends wanted to hang out on Friday night after I watched Mortal Kombat. I went over to one of their houses and we were all just chilling. And they've been there's not just you, Aiden. Everybody, almost most people I know beg me to watch anime, whether it be One Piece or Attack on Titan, Vinland Saga, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
And they sat me down and trapped me. And they turned on the damn show. They turned on episode 1. I watched it. I was like, it's pretty damn good. I felt some type of way about that ending. I felt some type of way. Mm-hmm. And I'm interested to hear from you about this next part, because then they instantly went from episode 1 to Levi's backstory. I watched Levi's backstory episode 1 and 2. I guess I think it's the whole thing of Levi's backstory. So I saw everything that happened with that, and that was like, holy shit. Like, that was crazy. So,
Interesting.
Which I haven't even met Levi yet in the main show.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know why they jumped to that.
And like the way they introduce Levi and the way Levi is in the show, I don't necessarily think it's I don't think them showing you his backstory necessarily hurts anything. Man, I would even go as far as saying it might make some
enhance things,
moments a little bit better. Yeah. Once you meet him and once you spend some time with him, and obviously as the seasons go on or whatnot. That's interesting though. I wonder why they would have done that. Maybe they think that that you'll like just really like Levi. I know Levi, Brandon told me he was like, Levi's probably gonna be your favorite character. He's actually, his English voice, did you watch it subbed or dubbed? In English or dubbed? Yeah. His English voice actor voices Zoro in One Piece. So I think Brandon was just like, I think you'll really like Levi. Plus Levi's just walking aura.
Yeah.
But I think,
oh my gosh, what he did to that. Yeah. I mean, I can spoil because Ben's never gonna watch. I could spoil it, but it's fine.
Yeah. This is tough. I think Mikasa is my favorite character.
No, that dude.
I think Mikasa's.
That's actually so funny because during the whole first episode, I was like, "Yo, fucking Aaron's a little dude. Is this people's goat?
Yes,
he's a bitch, bro. He's a fucking bitch."
I'm gonna tell you right now. If you continue watching, that does not change for like the first couple seasons. Yeah, Aaron. Gosh, Aaron has his moments, so you got to bear with him for a little bit. But yeah, he treats Mikasa deserves better, bro. Mikasa deserves better. Anyways. I absolutely love Mikasa. So I don't think showing Levi's backstory necessarily hurts anything. I think that's actually pretty interesting. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
That's what they had that sentiment too, but I just wanted to make sure from
that's
everybody that I could.
I like that.
So-
yeah.
So
Yeah.
Aiden,
Wow, Charlie's first
you
anime.
got a responsibility now. You got to uphold your
Yeah,
end of
yeah.
the
I'll
deal.
start. I'll start Chuck. We'll do a weekly Chuck, Attack on Titan, whatever.
I'm gonna
But
have to get
interesting.
Crunchyroll
Okay, so
now, bro. Oh, my-
so it might be on Hulu, Disney Plus.
Oh, is it?
I
Oh,
don't know
okay.
if you have that.
He
local
pulled it up
package.
on Crunchyroll, so I just assumed. But
Yeah.
if it's on, there, that's
You could
better.
probably watch it on Hulu. So you watched the first episode and then you watched Levi's backstory. That's all you've seen so far.
Yeah, I haven't seen episode
No.
2. No,
Cool.
yeah.
Cool. I will say the worst part of the show is the middle section of season 1. So you got to bear through that. I think that's the slowest the show ever gets.
Are you done with
season
it?
2, 3. I still have a couple more episodes to watch. Because I have to record it if I watch it. So I'm
Sure.
like, but if you're starting it, then I'm really gonna have to get on it because you'll finish it before me. But yeah, no. Wow, that's that's funny. Yeah, you have to give season 1 some time.
I mean, off that start, I'm kind of okay with giving it time. And honestly,
Yeah.
like, I think I appreciate Levi's backstory as well because, like, it kind of engrossed me into it's a lot more world building in that than I think even episode 1 does. Like episode 1, there's still a lot of things that are very ominous and like you just don't quite understand things. But Levi's backstory, I don't know the order you're supposed to watch it in, but Levi's backstory seems like it kind of just tosses you in to like a lot of things like the underground part and everything, like because that's not mentioned anywhere in episode 1.
Yeah. Well, the underground, I'm not gonna lie, literally gets mentioned once throughout the entire show. That's
Really?
it.
Wow.
Yeah. So
okay.
it's kind of interesting. Yeah, that they made you watch that.
I mean,
Like I
just
said, I think it only
heartbreaking
helps.
stuff, bro. Golly, that was
Yeah.
crazy. That was so crazy.
I think you'll come to. I think you are going to love Erwin, and I think you'll see him as season 1 progresses. He is.
I fucking hate him
essentially
right
Captain
now.
America.
I don't
who?
like it. Erwin. I don't like him after Levi's
really?
backs.
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
I don't care
Levi's
for him.
backstory.
Yeah.
No, just wait, man. Oh, dude, their relationship is awesome. But I think Erwin as a character, I think you're really gonna like him. So I'm excited to see this journey. Wow, that's funny. That caught me off guard.
Well, just I don't know. Obviously, it's just from Levi's perspective, but he's not. If anything, like I will say he was just doing the right thing the entire time, and Levi could be viewed as the antagonist in that situation. But just the carelessness for the lack of care for. Oh my gosh, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're right. We'll see. But yeah, bro. I've been sitting on that one since Friday. I was like, I'm gonna drop this on the podcast, bro.
Wow, dude, let's go. Wow, that completely took me by surprise. That's crazy.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
and on top of that, the news this past week, the One Piece finally has a release date, and
they're
covering
new,
remake
faster version or whatever.
Oh gosh, I
Better
think
paced.
Wit Studios does the first 3. Gosh, Brandon's gonna come in here and just fact check me to all hell, but Wit Studio does the first 3 seasons of Attack on Titan. They are doing, the animation for the One Piece. So Attack on Titan is like what they're known for. Like they were really in their bag with the animation there, and now they're doing the One Piece. 7 episodes, about 40 minutes per episode. It's gonna do a huge chunk where like a lot of people were saying, man, you could probably finish One Piece in just about less than 250 episodes with the pace of this new remake. So that'll come out February, I think.
250.
So I don't know. We'll see.
Jeez. Okay.
We'll see.
So we're not fixing anything.
Yeah, buddy.
There's 1,000 episodes right now.
I know, but
Oh,
250.
holy.
Still, that's not bringing me
yo,
anywhere closer.
Good. Stay all the way over there. We don't need you, buddy. I'm not gonna lie. Stay over there. Like
That's
this is
crazy.
peak that you can't handle, bro. If you know, you know. It's an if you know, you know basis. You don't know. So yeah, buddy. I'm sorry, man. I'm gonna lock the gate on you a little bit. Hell yeah, dude. Fuck. Well, that's awesome.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's just funny because like I still had no plans to do it. They just locked me down into it, and then like when I walked out, I was like, "He's gonna have to watch Chuck." That's funny. But,
Worth it.
There you go.
anyway, let's move on to a little tiny box office draft update. I know it seems like we're probably bringing this to you guys quite a lot, but and there was discussion about leaving it off of this episode. But I wanted to bring it in just because I had 2 projects drop this week, and also a little bit of an update on Aiden's mollywop of the summer. So, Brandon, did Brandon jump up another 100 mil from Mario?
Yeah,
Close to a
getting
Billy, by the
close.
way.
It's
Yeah.
inching closer.
Yeah.
It'll hit it.
So I don't know. Crazy. I feel like I remember it was like the other night he was sitting at like, I want to say 650 million or something like that. And then the next time I checked, it was 700. I was like, damn, that shit's crazy. But his next
here's
project
what's
isn't even going to
wild.
be till June. So
Well, dude, my next project isn't going to be till July, middle of July. But what's interesting is, and I don't mean to continue to crap on Brandon because I know he feels his types of ways about Mario, but Michael is going to be the clear-cut #1 pick after 6 months here in a little bit because I think that thing is definitely making $1 billion.
yeah, I think we talked
Maybe
about
not clear-cut
before.
#1. It'll be. I mean, I don't know. Fuck.
So, I mean,
660.
I didn't even know about the IMAX re-release, or going back into IMAX. I didn't know about that until you said that. And then it still hasn't come out in Japan. I think it comes out maybe this week or something. And then, or it's either Japan or Korea. And then whichever one it is this coming week, the other one is next month sometime. And China extended their run of the movie as well. So
let me take
another
that
month.
statement back real quick. Brandon got the clear-cut #1 winter pick, but it's crazy that his hit pick is only going to gross a little bit more than the first pick of the winter season, which is Charley taking Michael.
Sure.
That is $1 billion movie, and that's just insane to me. It's going to make so much money. I had to buy tickets for my wife. She's coming back home from watching it right now, and it was sold out. The theater I bought tickets for her for sold out on a Monday afternoon.
Not that this was hard to predict, but like I said this way back when I added Michael to our inaugural Rotten Tomatoes draft. I said that Michael was going to be a huge movie. Not that that's hard to predict, but I think I said back then I had a feeling it was going to be $1 billion movie.
Well,
so.
it was so good, dude. Like that helped so much that like
that
how
definitely played for it.
good and like how monumental the movie was just in terms of performances and general audience, like pandering to the general audience, as bad as that sounds, because it is a really good movie. But
yeah,
it's just so rewatchable. It's just so rewatchable.
Dang, he's gonna have the 1-2 hit of his bomb pick and probably one of his bigger summer movies.
What's crazy, Amazing Digital Circus. I don't know if you remember, we were talking about that a couple weeks ago. Their final episode is coming out the same day as Scary Movie and He-Man. And it's a race for #1 between Amazing Digital Circus, Scary Movie, and He-Man might not even beat any of those 2 movies. It's like He-Man might pull a Mortal Kombat from this week and just come in third on a trifecta weekend.
Yeah, bro.
Gosh.
This is gonna hurt us. This one's gonna hurt us, man. That's crazy.
It really is. It's very unfortunate.
God,
We need
great
we
bomb
need
pick.
like a Barbenheimer situation to pick up pretty quick.
Yeah, bro, that'd be fire. Okay, moving on from Brandon to the second place boy on his way up to the top. Devil Wears Prada 2, $433 million. I will admit, because I said 2 weeks ago when we got in our little tizzy tiff thing, I was like, I can't wait for this movie to be a fucking flop. Oh, well, look at me now, look at me now. Holy
Yeah.
2
shit.
weekends.
Yeah.
That's all it needed.
Yep.
2 weekends,
Ridiculous.
and 2 weekends, and it's only 150 mil behind Michael.
Yeah,
Through
it's
through Michael's 3 weekends.
it's eyeing like a 700 mil run to end its run with like 700 mil.
Which
so.
I'm kind of like I've been doing the math.
Don't
Like
even
on the low
possibly
end,
say that you're disappointed in that.
on the low end, a $650 million gross on the low end for this movie. That's $400 million that I take home, right? If on the low end it's 650, which is what people are projecting. The reason I'm upset is because I needed this to behave like the 1-1 pick of the summer, and I think Moana, which Moana is so up in the air. I think Moana hits 900 mil, or it just like doesn't have the legs that it needs.
See, I don't even know if I agree with that.
Minions is going to do good. So it's like, if Moana makes $900 million and it has a $200 million budget, which is what I predict that it will have, I have the same amount of growth as Charley with Moana and Devil Wears Prada. I can't have Devil Wears Prada fall in line with where I picked it, which is 3. Minions and Moana outgrosses it. Like that's not great.
Why not?
Like,
isn't that literally what you would expect to happen?
I needed to perform more. No, because I thought I was getting a steal with Devil Wears Prada at 3. Brandon was literally debating this. Brandon was literally debating this or Minions and went with Minions, and this fell to me at 3. I needed it to behave like it would make $800 million and I'd have a $550 million profit, because then there's no way I think Moana makes that. So then I'm like, cool, I got a steal at the 3rd. Which
you think Moana doesn't make $300 million profit? Sorry, is that what you said?
No, 550.
Okay.
Yeah, if this makes 800 mil, I have a 550 profit. I don't think Moana makes a $550 million profit.
Yeah, I think it does.
Could. I don't know.
No, that's
you think it makes
like,
$1 billion.
Lilo and Stitch made over $1 billion. This is Moana we're talking about.
Okay, here's where Brandon, because I said
million break even.
I said the same thing. This is where Brandon pushed back for me. Lilo and Stitch is so popular. Disney makes billions of dollars just off of Lilo and Stitch merch, like per year. Like Lilo and Stitch blows Moana out of the water in terms of popularity. This is the pushback I gave him, and once he comes on to draft, like as we get closer through the summer, maybe we'll have him on as like a midway point once more of these blockbusters start coming on, or start coming out. His sentiment is just, I don't know. It's like, it's unfair to kind of compare it to Lilo and Stitch, because Lilo and Stitch was made for streaming, so it had a small budget, and Lilo and Stitch is just so popular amongst Disney fans that Moana doesn't really come close to that. We were talking this past weekend, there are people that have leagues that have drafted Moana as bomb picks. Like, I don't know. I have no idea with this movie.
Wait,
I don't know.
See
Dude,
that?
I saw a league that somebody drafted the Odyssey as a bomb pick. I've seen some of the worst draft boards in history online.
Yeah.
See, my only worry with Moana is the budget, because I'm with Ben. I think this movie, I think it clearly makes $1 billion. Because I don't know, and
That's
this
fair.
is anecdotal. This is anecdotal, and I know you're not disagreeing, but this is anecdotal. Yeah. But Cassidy, she works in a Head Start, and like all the little kids, they're singing Moana songs all the live long day. They got Moana merch on, all that stuff. I know it's anecdotal, but like if that's here, then like you got to think that's other places. And obviously, yes, I think Lilo and Stitch clearly far and away for both people our age as well as kids. Like I do think that has the bigger namesake. But I think Moana is nothing to shy off or shy about. Just that budget, man. It's that budget. Yeah, if it's a 200 million, which I think I do think that's possible for sure. Oh my gosh, excuse me. I do think that's possible, but I just I don't know. I have some sort of hope for some reason, even though there's a CGI pig, there's a CGI chicken, there's a CGI crab, there's a CGI powers from The Rock, and CGI. You imagine there's going to be the CGI lava mountain girl. I forget her name, but like, oh my goodness, like, yeah, it could break 200 million probably, like very easily. So I don't know.
And The Rock probably got paid like, I don't know, 50 mil.
Probably. He probably got paid stupid amounts.
Yeah.
Gosh. Yeah, I
know.
don't think the budget's going to look too great for me on this one, but I think if it's over 200 mil budget, I think I agree with you, Aiden. I don't think it makes a 500. I don't think it makes the same profit that Devil Wears Prada does. But
yeah.
No, I think it's gonna pull.
I'm very happy with Devil Wears Prada. I would be even happier if it outgrossed or if it got me more profit than Moana at number 2, because then that would mean that I did something that got me a leg up on the competition and put me even further away. Like I said, I'm really confident in my board for the summer. I think I'm going to be pulling away. If not, I'm going to be a little bit behind Charley. But this right here, grossing more than Moana, would help put me a little bit ahead of Charley, I feel like. So
also, though, even if that doesn't work out the way that you would want it to, I don't think you had another option because I chose Moana before you. So like this was the only logical next step or route for you to go. So
100%. Yeah. I mean,
yeah, I don't even understand viewing it like, oh, I need to feel like I made a better decision than Charley and have a leg up on him. It's like, even if you didn't, you got probably the third best pick. Like you can't really stop.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not. I'm so happy with this, but yeah, I want more, man. You know, I want so much more.
So greedy.
I want more.
Yeah, I love that.
Dang, yeah, that's crazy. Your next is the Odyssey. That's wild.
Yeah, not till Odyssey, and then my 2 August picks. So I'll be
technically
quiet
your alt pick, I guess.
Nice. Which, like, depending on the budget, I think that one can make some money. I'm not gonna lie.
I saw the trailer for it before Mortal Kombat. I was so disinterested. I was on my phone. I did not care.
It's so bad. But dude, millennials and older, they love Nate Bargatze. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah,
it's not gonna
Spider-Man. Spider-Man. We'll see, man.
Oh, and then Spider-Man. Yeah,
we'll see.
Gosh.
Yeah, you're gonna have Odyssey and then Spider-Man and then the rest of your summer picks.
Oh, yes.
Benjamin. We don't got to touch on you too much. I know you haven't had much activity. The trailer for one of yours came out, Evil Dead Burn, which has been getting a lot of buzz. So I bet you're happy about that. I saw somebody say that they think it's the best trailer of the year so far. I don't think I'd say that. I don't think I'd agree with that. But I mean, you people do you. It looks good enough, and I think I think it'll be somewhat of a hit for you. I'm waiting on Backrooms, me personally. I know you're hanging on for your Star Wars love, but truthfully, I'm very eager to see how Backrooms performs because I think it's going to do great, and I just want to see how great it's going to do.
This is that's the only reason why when we did this draft for the summer, I wanted the 4th spot because I knew that I would be able to get Backrooms with the back-to-back.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Listen,
Did this budget change? Not to interrupt you. Did this budget change?
No.
Okay.
I've been called the king of cope on here a few times, and it's probably true. I have a lot more confidence in my picks than maybe I should. Truthfully, do I want this movie to succeed just as a Star Wars fan who wants to see more movies in theaters? 100%. Sure. Do I actually think that this is going to like absolutely crush? I don't think it's going to crush. I think it'll do better than people are expecting. We've seen the projections going up week after week. They just keep getting a little bit better, and it seems like people are more confident that it's going to at least be a strong opening weekend. Do I think it's going to crush? I don't really know, but I'm leaning on the heart here as a Star Wars fan. Grogu, can't wait to go to the theater. I'm excited for it, and I'm anticipating either to be very, very happy or to just kind of, lose this whole draft. All for the love of the game, all for the love of the game.
I want to reiterate too, like I want this to do well for a multitude of reasons. As Ben mentioned, for Star Wars' sake, even though I'm not the biggest Star Wars guy, I do want it to do well for that reason. I also really want it to do well for the sake of it being a Star Wars thing, but in the sense that it's not like a traditional quote unquote Star Wars thing, like i.e. the Skywalker stuff, Jedi stuff, even though Grogu's Jedi adjacent. But as somebody, and I know you guys love it too, but as somebody who absolutely loves the fuck out of Andor and knows what we can get from Star Wars, something that is not fucking Skywalker bound or Skywalker adjacent, even though I guess it kind of is because it leads into A New Hope, technically with but not to get into the minutia of it, just if this can do well and then Disney sees and Dave Filoni sees that like this can be something, a route to take Star Wars away from all that and do different stories, I think that is wholly and largely so much better for Star Wars as a property. And I know a lot of people are maybe tired of it, but I would hope not. Like,
I just think it's not in a great state is the problem.
Sure. And I agree with that. I saw somebody said, well, they're making another Star Wars movie. And I was like, brother, we haven't had one since I graduated high school.
Years.
Like, what are you talking about, bro?
Years.
It has been so long. What do you mean another Star Wars movie, bro?
Yeah. No,
So-
it's actually been such a long time, but no, you're right. And I've been very, very pleased with the people who had the chance to watch the like first 25-minute opening look a week ago on May the 4th. They did special screenings everywhere for like 30 minutes of the film. Only seen positive reviews of that, raving reviews of it, actually. People saying, any doubts that this is just like another episode of the TV show, go watch it. You are wrong. It needs to be seen on a very, very big screen, and people saying that they can't wait to watch the rest of it. So I've literally only seen positivity. I think we talked about this last week, but the review embargo is a couple days before the release. They're giving it a bit of a buffer, so they're pretty confident that it's going to be positive. I think word of mouth is going to be good, but I really think it's just up to the Star Wars fandom. It really is.
Yeah. We'll see, man. We'll see. And then of course you have Power Ballad. I think we've
Yeah,
I don't know if
I have
we've
no
shit
clue.
on it very much, but just obviously it's going to be profitable because I imagine it's a relatively low budget unless Paul Rudd asked for a stupid amount of money. Maybe Nick Jonas did. But who knows?
Yeah, we'll see.
On to me. I'm the very best. Some say the best in the draft. A lot of people would say
Last place, by the way.
Michael, total gross of $581 million right now. It's already, I think just now after this weekend has become the highest grossing biopic of all time. So that's cool. I will say it sucks that like looking at that 81 million profit just because of the budget being so high. Like I would have loved to see more. I think this is in the same vein of Aiden. Like, I wish I had more. So like I know it's going to keep climbing and it's going to have a lot more time. It's just going to take a lot of time to really see that number climb. I want to see it now. I want to get above Ben right now. I don't want to to sit here, bro.
You got 100 mil, boy. What do you think is going to happen?
Hey, bro. Next weekend, bro. Next weekend. What do you mean?
Actually, between this Mortal Kombat and
yeah,
Obsession,
that
you
could happen.
you might.
I'm
You
crossing
actually
you
might.
next weekend, 100%. But that's whatever. Mortal Kombat, golly, man. Cool 60 on its opening weekend, which like I think it's not horrible. Like obviously it was projected 80. So like 20 million below. It's not great for sure. I think it'll like in an ideal world, I'd love for it to just sniff the tails of breaking even like Send Help did. So because
It's crazy.
I was one of the people
Go for
like
it.
I was doubting it. Like you and Brandon were selling me on it. not selling me to pick it, but after I picked it, you were selling me on it. And same with the Billie Eilish one. I just wasn't. I thought these were both bad picks by me. Like I just was like trying to pick something. And I mean, I think the Billie Eilish one will break even. I'm not too worried about that. I just don't think I'm going to see a great profit from it. Like 20 million after weekend one, I'm really not stressing. Like, I guess the drop off could be really, really bad for next weekend. I don't know. We'll see. But Mortal Kombat that was a little.
It's crazy to me that Mortal Kombat was fighting with Michael's third weekend and Devil Wears Prada's second weekend for first place, and still came in last. Gosh, that's brutal.
You know, I overall, it's not like I'm really worried about my placement in the grand scheme. Like these are gonna hurt a little bit, sure. But again, I hope that Mortal Kombat can sniff that break even, sniff its coattails a little bit at the very least. And at worst, I hope that's the case for Billie Eilish as well. And then I just got to have Michael drag me up and Toy Story drag me up and have me clinging on until Moana. So
Obsession is probably going to make you like 30 million.
You think?
I really think so. I feel like word of mouth has been really good. I've seen a lot of advertising for it.
Yeah,
it's
they're
a tiny budget. I just got my ticket actually to go on Wednesday for an early access screening.
Really?
Yeah, so you're welcome.
I mean, you were going to see the movie anyway. But thank you, yeah. Interestingly enough, I was looking at Undertone because I just wanted to get somewhat of an idea. Even smaller budget than Obsession. And I'm trying to remember the marketing from this year. I don't know that it went too crazy hard. There were a couple trailers in theaters, but like I'm seeing Obsession do things like the text Nikki stuff, leaving billboards and stuff everywhere. I don't know how much IRL marketing like that really gets people to go, but I mean, I don't know. It's cool, nifty stuff like to posting on Twitter, text Nikki at this phone number and seeing some people interact with that. So I don't know. We'll see, I guess.
It's projected to do 7 to 10 in its domestic opening weekend.
Okay.
So
how well do horror movies do overseas?
I mean, look at the Mummy. I don't know. I think it depends. But like the Mummy for me, like click the breakdown.
Wait, where is that?
The
little eye by Gross.
It hasn't been working.
Oh, that's what I clicked
lately.
Yeah, it's not working. I clicked it. Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm pretty sure it's literally like 56 million of the 86.
Dang,
okay. I think only like 30 million is domestic. So
okay, wow, I didn't.
I don't know if that's like a universal thing or just a one-off thing, but yeah. So I easily think you could make 40 million off of the movie.
So, man. More than anything, like I haven't even thought about the budget for this movie really, other than like comparing it to Undertone and whatnot. I'm just excited for the movie. Like I really am. Yeah. I think it looks great. So I'm very excited to see it, which is rare for me with horror movies. So, and then like we talked about Moana, Toy Story as well. Toy Story is one that kind of I keep overlooking because I keep wondering about Moana's budget mainly. But I should also be worried about Toy Story's budget because as we've talked about, Toy Story 4's budget was pretty wild. My only hope is that maybe like they reined themselves in. Because I remember Toy Story 4, like a large part of the conversation was talking about the leaps they've taken with the animation. Like you had things like the cat in that one scene in the antique store. I remember that was a big, not a selling point necessarily for the movie, but that was a focus point in some of the marketing. So, and you had people like Key and Peele in there, which I don't know how much they costed at the time to get them in the movie, but
Keanu Reeves was Duke Kaboom.
Yep, Keanu Reeves was in that as well. So
not a Toy Story fan, by the way.
Keanu Reeves isn't?
No. I'm saying I'm not like doxing myself that I like love Toy Story 4 or anything.
Oh,
I only saw it the one time in theaters. I just remember Duke Kaboom, I promise.
That's actually crazy because I only saw it the one time and I could not have told you that guy's name. I could not have told you with the gun to my head. So
It's Keanu Reeves. That's my guy, you know?
Yeah, that's true. He is your guy. Yeah. Anyway, that is our little box office draft update. We will keep coming back to this periodically. I don't know if we will next week. Maybe when I cross Benjamin, just to look at where I'm sitting.
Probably Obsession opening weekend at a bare minimum.
Yeah. That's true. We will probably talk about Obsession's opening weekend. That's true, man. That'll bring me back down another 2.5 mil, Ben. So yeah, maybe I won't pass you.
You'll make it. You'll make it back right away with that movie.
Yeah, true. All right, but on to our first topic of the episode: Mortal Kombat 2. We have all seen Mortal Kombat 2. Initially, before we started recording, Benjamin and I assumed that Aiden had not seen it, but Benjamin got Aiden spoilers. He got Aiden spoilers because he went to Letterboxd and he saw. So we discovered that Aiden did watch it. I do not know the spoilers yet. So, our thoughts on Mortal Kombat 2 in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I think this movie's all right, man. I think this movie's all right. I had a fun time. If I was gonna compare it to the other big video game drop of the year, Mario, I had a better time with this than I did with Mario, me personally. Maybe that's just because I'm a bigger Mortal Kombat fan than I am a Mario fan. Even though I love Mario, like I grew up with both of these things, but this one just, I don't want to make it sound like I'm a blood and gore guy or anything like that. That wasn't even like a lot of what stood out to me because I was surprised at how little there was fatality wise and whatnot in this movie, but just I found it funnier, I guess. Like I remember I told you guys I told you guys I was sitting in Mario bored. I was bored throughout that entire movie.
You mean funnier than Mario? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying funnier than the first Mortal Kombat movie.
Oh, okay. No. And I guess we'll touch on the first Mortal Kombat movie here in a little second as well. But yeah, I found this movie funnier than Mario. I think maybe that's part of the reason that I enjoyed it more. I think it's just there's just not really much to grab onto here. It felt like the movie couldn't decide who the main character was, whether it was Katana or Johnny Cage. And it just like, it's like it switched halfway through and trying to tell us that Katana was the main character the whole time. And it said, and like the narration at the end where I can't remember exactly what it said, but it just when you discover that you had something within you the entire time or something, I was like, was that Katana's arc? Like what? Like okay, that was Johnny's arc. How the fuck was that Katana's arc? But all right, but that whatever. I mean, it's a fun enough movie. That being said, I still don't think Carl Urban should have been Johnny Cage. Like he took me out of it, man. Sorry. I like Carl Urban, but it really felt like to me, and maybe this is just a me thing, I'm trying to think of other times where I've heard him talk with an American accent. I've never seen the Dredd movie, and he was British in Ragnarok, right? Or like Asgardian British or whatever. Yeah, I imagine. So like when in this movie, it just sounded like he was trying so hard to not sound Australian. Not like butcher Australian, just his regular voice Australian. Like he's really not, he hasn't mastered the American accent yet, is what it sounded like to me. And so like that took me out of it a little bit. And I also I wasn't feeling the Johnny Cage annoying charm that I feel in the games from him. So like, I don't know. That was a harder hurdle for me, but I still was able to find some enjoyment. Kano was better this time around, I think. Not as funny, but Kano was just better, less annoying. I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say like that. That
Dude,
to me
wait,
is why.
so before you, last thing I want to say, that line though, this was really funny from Kano to Quan Chi. Quan Chi's like, I have other matters to attend, and he's like, if it's more eyeliner, trust me, you're good.
You're good.
That was so funny. That was funny.
He's the funniest part of both of these movies. I didn't know if he was gonna be, making his return for this movie, and I was really upset because when rewatching the first one, he's just so. It's just the way he delivers it and the timing of it. So overconfident the whole time.
Yeah.
He gets his powers, and it's the laser eye. He turns. He's like, "Well, it's better than fireballs, you pussy." It's like it just every single time. It's so good. He's so funny. I was gonna say that the comparison between this movie and Mario Galaxy, I actually think I feel very similarly about both of them, which is both movies really just like throw a lot of the stuff that the franchise has to offer, just throws it at you as an audience member, and you're thrown into it with really not much of a story, and like the little bits and pieces don't connect very well. And even like there's a moment with Johnny Cage, and he's told like you've grown, Cage, and he's just like, it's called perspective, and I'm like, has he grown? Like what are we talking? We're acting like he's gone on some grand character arc throughout this movie, and it's just not at all what happened. So
He's just willing to be more helpful now. Like,
yeah.
that's like, all right.
So I actually
Thanks, Johnny.
I would compare these movies quite a bit. Both of them being like enjoyable and a fun time, but this one just like, I mean, it's just a fun time, and I didn't find that much more to latch onto. I also think it's a huge spit in the face to the first movie when it comes to Cole Young. So, we'll get into that at some point.
All right. Yeah, I didn't know you were a Cole Young lover.
Now here's the
Oh my
thing. Here's the
goodness.
thing, and we don't need to go too deep into it right now. It's not that I'm a Cole Young lover, and like that's not a highlight of the first movie and whatever. I know like there was lots of people who were going back and forth with it being an original character, yada yada yada, so on and so forth. But what I'll say is, if you're going to spend an entire first movie building this guy up as a main character in this storyline and then completely disregard that, that's where I think it's a disservice. Not saying they approached it well from the very beginning, but you can't make him the main character of movie one and then literally a nothing character in this movie.
Sure. Aiden?
I liked it, man. I had a good time with it. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a huge connection with the first movie or with the Mortal Kombat games. I mean, I played them, right? Like I was a Baraka and Raiden main. Those were like my guys.
Oh,
so
this boy was teleport. He was doing the fucking Raiden. That was cool. That was a cool nod in this movie. They did do that. Like that. They did that thing to Shang Tsung. What? Shang Tsung? Shang Tsung.
Yo, this guy's
Shang Tsung. So that was
cool. I liked I like the characters. I've always liked. I mean, I was always more of an Injustice guy. I mean, I navigated more towards Injustice and playing the absolute shit out of Injustice.
Who's your Injustice main?
Oh God, who was my Injustice main? I think I tried to get really good with somebody. Oh my gosh, I can't think of it right now.
Green Arrow. Wait, the first Injustice or the second?
Maybe it was Flash. The first Injustice.
Green Arrow.
It wasn't Green Arrow. I think it. Might have been
Nightwing. Starfire or Firestorm?
Was she
Wait,
Injustice
Starfire.
2?
Yeah, Firestorm's Injustice 2.
No. I'm
Starfire. Wait, I'm trying to think of Starfire.
Starfire.
Ooh.
Yeah, Teen Titan.
Was she? I don't know if she was in the first one.
She was in Injustice 2. I think that's what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of Injustice 2.
Okay.
Starfire. Yes, I tried to get really good with Starfire. I was a big Starfire guy. I tried to get really good with her after I realized that I couldn't get good with Flash, but my buddy really liked to play Flash, so I was like, all right.
Yeah.
But yeah, Starfire was 100% my girl. I think I tried to get good with Black Adam, and I also failed there. But Mortal Kombat, I mean, I just don't really have a huge connection to, and if I did, it was when I was really younger. But anyways, I like the movie. I had a good time with it. I think the fights were really good. I mean, I was thoroughly entertained the entire time. I think the Liu Kang fight is like one of the coolest like fights I've seen.
Liu Kang and Kung Lao fight. Yeah, it was
in
really
a
good.
while. It was so good because he does the thing where he just stands there, and I'm like, all right, come on, are we gonna do another like pity, death or pity end of the fight? Like, oh, I'll let you live now, and he kicks him, he grabs his elbows and just pulls him in. I was like,
fire.
oh my god,
fire.
it was the coolest thing ever. So Liu Kang was just amazing in this movie. And I didn't like the plot is essentially just what we've been going through with the boys, just moving the MacGuffin around until you can finally grab it and then get to the conclusion. Obviously it could have been way better. I only gave this movie 3 stars. I think it's a 3-star movie. Brandon was a lot lower on it. I think that helped my viewing because I went in with super low expectations, and I was like, hey, you know what? I'm not mad at this really at all. It gave me exactly what I expected going in, plus a little bit more. So I can't complain, man. What can I say? I'm easily entertained, and this movie kept me entertained the whole time. So that's fine with me.
This is weird, and this is almost like a step back and giving me perspective that I don't really understand how I view things or come to my opinions on things. But even though this movie is like hype moments and aura, great action scenes, a list of stuff that in theory should please me, I didn't love this. Like, I gave it a 2 stars. I'm lower than Aiden. And even though it's like, yeah, each action scene, I was like, yeah, that was cool, whatever. I still left it just being like, that was not good. Like, I'm just not a fan of it at all.
You didn't care for the Liu Kang Kung Lao fight?
No, I liked the individual fight scenes themselves. I even thought that Katana and Johnny Cage was a pretty good, I mean, not as good, but creative, fun uses of the environment and weapons and whatever, good moments within it. And I mean, Shao Kahn as a villain.
Yeah.
I thought that was phenomenal. Like, I loved every scene that he was in. Aura maxing, absolutely. Just thought he was incredible as a villain.
Maxing.
Yeah, he was, bro. Like, his design, they always had the camera down low looking up so that he always looked so imposing no matter where he was at. They filmed it in the proper way. But I liked every action scene. There wasn't like any bad action scenes, I would say. It just at some point was just like cool action scene after cool action scene and nothing else to really latch on to.
The one, and this is a short one, I think, the one action scene that I didn't care for, and it felt like they were just trying to do something cool, but it just didn't work, was when Raiden gets his throat slit, and then like there's just rays of going across the entire screen. I can't see anything going on, and they're just trying to like make it look cool. And I was like, I don't. This is doing nothing for me. Something that I wish they had done, and I imagine this would have looked goofy, but like if you're gonna go for it, like go for it. Like with Sindel, like don't just give her the scream, give her hair too. Like do the she has like crazy hair that she can whip people with and grab people with. Like just do the damn thing, bro. Maybe they'll do that in the third one because she's still around. If there's a third one, golly, this one's not performing well.
I love the environments of each of the fights. I feel like each time they were setting it up, obviously I think we know the standout, but even like Shao Kahn versus Cole Young, like just the setting of that, it's like, okay, they're clearly like setting a stage for it. It's like, that's a cool environment. The fight scene in Hell, that's a cool environment. The Nether Realm, that's a cool environment. All of those I thought were pretty cool. I mean, there's a couple generic ones, of course, but they really like tapped into it, which they did that in the first movie as well, but I think it was a little more generic in the first one. This one, like, there's kind of more unique settings for the different fights.
Yeah, a lot of like, and well, then the first one, like they've had a callback to I don't know if you call them maybe not a callback, but a reference to stages in the games. In the first movie, the one where Jax is fighting the guy with the hammer,
Yeah.
That's the pit, and they didn't utilize that one well. I really wish that they had a fatality where Jax just uppercutted the guy and he fell down into the pit,
It got clapped.
onto the spikes. That would have been They did do that in a somewhat cool way for that, but and then I do like this time around with Shao Kahn and Cole Young, like they utilized the actual stage. Something I wanted to mention, and I believe I said this to you guys while we were on the trip, but the guy at the bar, the bartender, when Johnny Cage was there, that's the creator of Mortal Kombat, the original creative director. And we walked past that guy at Comic-Con.
I remember you mentioning that. Yeah.
Oh, huh.
Yeah, we walked.
You were
past
like,
that guy.
whoa.
Yeah,
It's the creator of Mortal Kombat.
That was Ed Boon. That was Ed Boon.
I was like, shut the fuck up, bro. Keep walking. We got places to be.
I probably got hyped with you, right, Charlie?
No, you didn't.
He didn't.
Like I said, bro, I'm the only like actual Mortal Kombat fan of us, which is fine. And I wouldn't even say like I'm a super Mortal Kombat fan. Like I didn't play Mortal Kombat 11. I got Mortal Kombat 1. This is the most recent one, which is the most recent one that came out. And I barely played 10. But anyway, another thing I wanted to say about the Cole Young fight with Shao Kahn, and then contrasting that with the Liu Kang fight with Shao Kahn. They already established early in the movie that Liu Kang is the best fighter of the Earthrealm fighters. So for Cole Young to be able to kill Shao Kahn, quote unquote, just because, not because, but just, and Shao Kahn still gets to live because he's immortal.
Yeah.
To have Liu Kang, I guess technically you could say he would have burned him alive at the beginning of the fight if he wasn't immortal. But if Cole Young can kill Shao Kahn, Liu Kang should be running circles around Shao Kahn. It shouldn't even be difficult for him. Like that's just a little crazy to me. But then and also, this is more of a CinemaSins thing. I guess the last one could have also been considered a CinemaSins thing. Katana, Jade gives Katana her Blade fans, and she instantly knows how to use them against Johnny Cage. Like she's throwing them bitches around like she's been using them for years. Like that shit was crazy. I was like, didn't you just get these? Like what the fuck are we talking about? But whatever. I get it. I get what they're going for. So
You said earlier that like you didn't want it to seem like big fan of gore and blood and whatever. But I'll be honest, fatalities are kind of a part of the games and the movies. I don't understand how they don't have fatalities that are as good or better than the first movie.
Sure.
I don't really get that.
Sure, like
none of them were super memorable other than like maybe the last
Katana.
one.
Yeah. Katana's last one was very memorable, I'd say. Obviously the Liu Kang Kung Lao one I think is memorable just because of how it was done. Getting kicked back and then grabbing it like the fake out.
It's worse.
It's worse. Yeah, I will give you that. I will give you that. I agree with that. And I have a soft spot in my heart for the Cole Young one just because he gets pushed into the acid. But
sure,
that's not what technically kills him. So
yeah,
I just wish there was more. I just wish there were more fatalities. Like I don't know. There was I don't know. It felt the one with Noob and Scorpion felt very lackluster to me. Like that one, just you blink and you miss it, and I didn't really care for that. Like Scorpion has the potential to do so many cool. I think the way he killed Bihan in the first movie was better. Like just the Hellfire was good. So
yeah, and then
I agree with you.
Gordo in the first movie was definitely a lot. Goro, sorry. Big fan.
Gordo.
Goro in the first movie.
Bro said fat in Spanish.
I don't know Spanish either. I don't know. Yeah, he was another one in the first movie that definitely was better than I think almost anything in this movie.
Like his character or his death?
His death.
His death. Okay. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, just like the guts cut open and then stabbed through the head, like, everything's spilling out and whatever.
Yeah. I see a lot of people wanting Cole, the actor. I think they're saying they just want the actor to come back as Kenshi, who, if you don't know, he's a blind samurai in Mortal Kombat, and he has some powers as well. But I don't know how they want that to work. Like, do they want Sonya and I guess not Jax anymore. Golly, R.I.P. Jax. Do they want them to just see Cole and or see Kenshi and think that it's Cole? Like, I don't know. I don't know how they want that to work, but whatever. I won't put too much stock into that. Yeah, I mean,
dude, Cole, I don't know. It's so stupid. How are you going to create an original character for an entire first movie? And then like, I don't know, was the audience reception to it so bad that they're just like,
pretty bad.
Let's pretend like we never made this decision. That's probably all it was. Let's bring in Johnny Cage, forget Cole ever existed.
And then like, I don't think the audience reception would have been that bad if Cole Young wasn't the main character of the first movie. Like if he was an original character, but he was a side character, I think it would have been fine. But him being the main character. But I do agree with you. Like once they did it, they should have just stuck with that and not necessarily made him the protagonist again, but just give him more in this movie than they did.
It's just the problem that like a lot of video game adaptations have had. Like Sonic had that. Even the first Mario Bros. Movie had it, which is like starting off in the real world and then incorporating the video game aspects and not just like fully committing to it.
Yeah, sure.
Which like Mario's more understandable. Like they're literally from Brooklyn, whatever. And then we travel to the universe. But I don't know, for like Mortal Kombat, like if you could just fully tell the story within the universe and not, I don't know.
Well, like technically you could say that it is that unit because Earthrealm is like part of that. But like, I see your point though, as to like following Johnny Cage in real life, going to a Comic-Con, yada yada yada.
Well,
or in Cole Young's character with like boxing and whatnot in the first one.
Yeah. The point more so is like, I feel like video game adaptations are scared to just like fully embrace the universe that they're in. And not that Earth can't be like a part of it, but they want to base it closer to reality. Similar to like the Minecraft movie. It's like, we're not just going to tell a story fully in Minecraft. We're going to show you how these real world characters, these humans, get into Minecraft, and then we're still going to keep going back to Earth. Like it's a location within the movie, and we're going to keep going back there, and it's going to be a significant part of it. Rather than, I feel like what this movie did a little bit better. Even like, I feel like this had a better balance because we brought in Johnny Cage, but then otherwise, like the Earth being the Earth realm didn't have like as big of a significance, whereas in the first movie it absolutely did. Like Sub-Zero pulls up to Earth, like we go back there all the time.
Sure.
Cole Young goes back to his family, multiple battles take place there. Like it happens quite a bit.
Yeah. Last thing I'll say about this movie, another CinemaSins thing, didn't love that like, and I guess you could argue that it's because of the amulet or whatever, but how using Raiden's powers does Shao Kahn get to become immortal? But Raiden, so like he gets his throat slit and he heals. Raiden just, before he got his powers taken, before Shang Tsung bottled up his powers in the amulet, he gets his throat slit and he's sitting there and he's, oh my God. Like, what are we doing, bro? Come on, man. He's an actual god. Like he's a god. So I just, whatever, man. Mortal Kombat 2. Go see it, please. I need money for my draft.
Nice.
Sorry
for talking so much, guys. That segment, fuck, man. I feel so strongly about this movie.
Hey, bro. Whenever you're ready to run the ones on Mortal Kombat, buddy. All right. Whenever you think you're ready.
My favorite part of watching
Injustice
the movie,
2, bro. Come get.
My favorite part of watching the movie was seeing a trailer for the Odyssey.
Oh yeah, I did. I saw that trailer as well.
I did not.
On to the boys. Season 5, episode 6. What were our thoughts, gentlemen? In 3, 2, 1. Dang.
I didn't mean to put 2 thumbs up.
Ben's a natural born hater this episode, ladies and gentlemen. Crazy.
Dude, it's a great episode.
Same thing.
It's a great episode. I'm mainly pissed off at Sage. Like, I'll be
Dude,
honest. I don't know
Fuck, how are you this dumb, bro? How are you this stupid?
I don't know if we're just hopping right into it, but like for your superpowers to be that you're the smartest person in the room and to literally be told by Ashley that like, yeah, this is what Soldier Boy is thinking, then to coordinate that everyone is in the same place at the same time for the thing that nobody wanted to happen, and then to be like, how did this happen? It's like,
Hold on. In Sage's defense, she planted the laptop for Soldier Boy and Homelander to find about.
But that's the
Homelander
thing. She said
in her defense.
people,
I'm still with you guys. I'm with you guys.
She says people are so easy to predict. Motherfucker, are you not the smartest person on the planet? Yet you've fallen on your face fucking twice this season.
Also,
what is this character assassination?
Remember last week when we talked about this, and I was just like, I'm not a fan of her plan. If this is her plan, and you guys were like, well, maybe she has like other motive. Maybe she's lying. Maybe there's a hidden something, whatever. They're going to switch it up.
Yeah.
No, she actually wanted to go hide in a bunker and read books in peace, which she should go and just do anyways, get off the dang show. But she actually was serious. And it's so dumb. I don't know. It's like really bothering me because outside of that, I am a big fan of this episode. I really did like this episode and everything that happens. I just can't get over the fact that in order for that to happen, we have to have Sage become the dumbest character in the show.
The only other thing that I'd say in her defense as well is like, I don't know if I see how else they get the V1 from Bomb Site without Soldier Boy. Like, do we think they could have talked him down? Like, I just don't know if I see that. I don't know if I saw that happening, or if them taking him down to take it, you know?
I thought they could have, though. I mean, they weren't they kind of getting somewhere with it? Like, not only having her hostage, but then initiating the conversation of just like, it's not what people want. Let go. I mean, he got to that point, and he did that with Soldier Boy, obviously, because there was like now a realistic way for him to live out his days.
Yeah,
but he did get to that point. So it might have happened. I don't know.
Yeah, but was that because of his past with Soldier Boy, which is something I want to talk about as well at some point? But is that because of his past with Soldier Boy, or was that just genuinely because or is it because Soldier Boy had something to offer him? Like you said, because none of the boys could have done that, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's like, I just think it's an interesting thought to have. But also in saying that, Sage, also smartest person in the world, do you not know that Goldie is wearing a fucking VOT alert necklace that can be tracked? Because like, sure, you could argue, she could say, oh no, he doesn't want Homelander to have it. Of course, like, okay, even if that's the case, why would you want Homelander to come here then? So like, if you know for sure, if you're so sure that Soldier Boy is not going to give it to him because Soldier Boy hates him right now, that's all fine and dandy, but why would you still want Homelander to come here? It's not like he's going to kill Homelander. Like, he could have killed him in that apartment, but he didn't do it after you planted the computer. Or could have depowered him or whatever, but he didn't do that. So why would you want Homelander to come here? So that just tells me that you're just dumb and you're not actually as smart as you think you are, because you couldn't even clock a VOT alert necklace around Goldie's neck. Just in the picture that you took to send to Bomb Site. Oh my goodness!
To go from I called him. He's on our side. To then the worst thing possible happening that we've been trying to avoid for this back half of the season. It's like, what are we doing? I don't. It's hard to excuse that.
Yeah, the way that it goes about getting done, absolutely, I agree. The fact that it happens, though, I am happy, because one of my complaints, I think I said last week, is that like the stakes felt so low to little to nothing, like they were just non-existent, and now they feel tangible, they feel real, and they feel scary in a way. Like even just looking at Butcher, like turning, like, run. Like, oh my gosh.
Oh, that was
I
so
felt
good.
that. I felt that, my boy. Oh my
The
goodness.
only I'll have one more complaint, and then I do want to talk about a lot of the positive things in this episode. But I saw a clip recently from a previous season where Homelander is giving a staged interview talking about his mom, and like it's a very it's a moment that really shows that Homelander, as crazy as he was also like very in control. He was calculated, even though he was also evil. And I feel like, especially in these last two seasons, he's really just become like a whiny little baby. And like I kind of miss Homelander when he was still just as evil, but he was calculated and very like precise about it. And I guess it's just like as he's lost his grip on control over everything, that's kind of shown in his character and now has affected him in those negative ways. But he doesn't feel as like intimidating as a villain as he used to. He feels more like a powerful crybaby that still somehow is going to get his way.
Sure.
Yeah, I've seen people highlight clips of like him and Maeve in season 1, framing that guy as like a this threat on some political figure's life or whatever it was. And the whole time they're walking up there, like I don't even just the way he talks and carries himself, he's so coherent and like you said, calculated, like conniving. And now he's just and I saw people in the replies being like, well, he's literally psycho, like he's literally losing his mind, he's going insane these past couple seasons, like he's talking to himself in the mirror and he's losing his grip on reality. And like, yeah, that's a good canon way of explaining why, but it's not like it's good. It's not like I enjoy this version of Homelander compared to seasons 1 and 2 of Homelander. So I think that clip of with him and Maeve, I was like, gosh, dude, this is night and day of where we're at now.
Yeah. I mean, with that said, I do want to say that I did like this scene where he lets the one doctor guy from Stranger Things.
Yes.
Lets him go. It shows his, I don't know, cognitive ability to some degree. Like he's not entirely a whiny baby. Like he can look at situations objectively and look at them and look at people and have respect for certain people for not fearing him.
Well, yeah, isn't that the only reason? Is that
he doesn't? Yeah,
he didn't fear him. So,
he's done that in the past too. Where like I think it was last season with the woman from the lab that he was raised in or whatever. He didn't kill her, but killed everybody around her and left her in there. But anyway, the other part that I wanted to talk about from this episode, in regards to the Sage stuff, maybe I'm cope maxing, but maybe her plan really. Maybe this is all part of her plan. I don't know. Maybe
what?
Maybe she.
What are we talking about?
This is how she.
What?
This
Dude,
is the Grandmaster plan, bro.
The only way that we're recovering this is if somehow she has knowledge that V1 mixing in with his current bloodstream would somehow not work the way that we think it will, which is him becoming immortal. Like if the mixture ends up causing more chaos and he loses his powers or whatever it may be, that's like literally the only way that I think they can redeem her having this master plan. Or she's an idiot, Homelander wins, and that's it.
I just
I do think that'll happen, by the way.
What?
Homelander
wins.
No happy ending.
I'm gonna be mad.
I'm
telling you right now, I am going to be completely upset.
Gosh, that'd be insane, dude. That'd be so ballsy.
Well, I don't know. I think the V1 worked, especially given, not gonna lie, I think the title of this next episode very revealing for what's about to happen.
The Frenchman, the female, and
the man
they call Mother's Milk. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I obviously think we're going to like spend a lot of time with their characters and ultimately just kill them off, which to me would mean that the V1 worked because now we have a serious threat, high stakes, people are going to start dying.
I think the V1
I
worked.
did. I did see someone theorize that Soldier Boy was holding the V1 in his pocket when he depowered bomb sight, which means he could have depowered the V1.
That would be so lame, dude. This would be so lame.
But like, what makes him like blast up and like clearly something's happening to him, you know?
I don't know.
Because like I saw that too,
bro.
Okay, all right.
Sorry.
If that happens, if he comes out on top of this, it's gonna make the entire show feel like, what did I watch this for? What was the point of this? I continued this to watch this despicable dude, this horrible fucking guy, get his comeuppance in whatever one way, shape, or form. And for you to make me sit through 5 seasons and all I see happen to him is become more of a whiny crybaby and occasionally get punched or locked in a room with radioactive material so he gets a little sicky. Like, nah, man. Fuck you for wasting my time. That'd be the ultimate middle finger.
How else do they do it? Like, let's say the V1
Yeah, literally what happens, dude?
What do you want them to do with these final 2 episodes? He has the V1 where we left off.
I again think that they are going to try to recreate some kind of Soldier Boy blast or power or something to depower Homelander. Like, that has to be where we go, is you depower Homelander. Soldier Boy's not going to do it. And then if
Soldier Boy does it, I think it's on accident. Like, he's aiming for somebody else and he accidentally hits Homelander.
Or that would be so lame. I'm sorry.
Or that.
Sure,
I want you to pitch something.
I agree. I think that I'm just shooting out if Soldier Boy was to do it, because I'm with Aiden. I think they're going to find a different way to do it.
Yeah. Well, and that's like after watching that new Rockstars video and where she points out that they are carrying equipment and what?
You're doxing yourself right now.
Oh yeah, my bad. Whatever. I'm already here. Dude. All right, I was working. All right, it was background noise, but I did pay attention to this part. Just so
who was narrating?
Jessica, come on.
Okay,
the goat. Anyways, but yeah, like her pointing out that they were like wheeling old equipment and they are watching trials of Soldier Boy's tests that they used to run on him. Their point of them recreating that power, like, I feel like that has to be where we're heading, you know?
Yeah, because like that's not a power that Soldier Boy originally had. So that happened after his Russian experiments. So there has to be a way to recreate that somehow.
But I still like piece that together for me. Let's say that's the route that they're going. That the boys are going to try and recreate this power that Soldier Boy has. Who does it, and then what's the result of it? Because like as a base concept, let's say Starlight has the ability to do it, and then like so let's say she does it, and then like Butcher kills Homelander. Like, tell me logistically how that works, where it's actually like interesting. Like, I don't know if Starlight figures out the ability to depower Homelander, and then they just do it and kill him. I don't know if that satisfies me enough.
Well, who says he has to die, though? Who says he has to die? I just don't want him to win. That's my thing.
Well, that's also fair, but what I'm saying is pitch the ending to me then. Like, if that's a route you think they're going to go, or something else, what would be an ending that you would be happy with? Because you don't like the Homelander winning.
Him getting depowered, I think, is a great ending for him, because I think that's where he feels like the most superior. Like, that's part of what his identity. So like, I just think that him losing that and becoming that thing that all season everybody's been, not everybody, but those willing to stand up to him have told him that he is, not even just this season, but in past seasons. Him finally becoming that and becoming what he fucking fears the most, I think that's fucking phenomenal. I think that's great.
Well, I think even bringing it full circle, especially with Butcher kind of, 2 episodes ago talking to Huey and, you know, kind of talking to MM as well, just being like, look, man, do it for your family. Like, don't just completely throw all of this away, like make it mean something. And having that emotional conversation with Huey, I could even see him kind of turning back, and they depower Homelander and he realizes like, yeah, you know, maybe he should just rot. Maybe this is worse than death for him. And I'm okay with that. You know, I don't have to kill all the soups in the world. This virus isn't going to work on him now. We pivot from that idea. And like, I don't know, Butcher also coming to terms with that. His story coming first full circle, where he doesn't just get super bloodthirsty and torture and kill soups. You know, these cards are dealt. Maybe they're dealt like this for a reason for him. And Homelander's depowered. He has the option to kill him, and he just opts to just lock him up and, you know, at least try to take a step towards, you know, making the world of the boys a better place. I think even seeing that could be satisfying for Butcher's character, especially for Butcher's character and everything that he's been through.
I don't disagree with you. I think if that's the route that we're going down, we shouldn't have waited until the end of episode 6 to give Homelander V1.
Oh yeah.
Like if we're potentially going to get it for one episode and then we're going to reverse it and then win. Why couldn't we have done this 2 episodes ago?
Okay,
this should have happened in episode 4. Yeah,
sure. And I want you to explain. Do you think that the Homelander winning thing is good? Do you think that would be a good thing, writing wise?
It depends on the implications for every other character, I would say. Like if by Homelander winning you mean that like all of the boys are just dead, then I don't think so. So it really depends.
So what if like they're in prison?
Yeah. I mean, obviously I'm expecting a lot of them
concentration camp, internment camps or whatever.
Yeah. Obviously I expect that a lot of them are going to die, but I don't know. Like, I think given like the entire premise of the boys of Vought, that like there is an ending where Homelander / Vought remain in control of the world and kind of rule by the Iron Fist. And like, I feel like I could see that playing out in a way where like I buy into it, I understand it. And it's not as much of a satisfying ending, but it's an ending that like can make sense conceptually, I guess, from like how this whole show is founded, which is like the idea of forming this group to try and take down this evil superhero organization. That's like, I don't think that in order for it to be satisfying, I don't think that it has to be that the boys have overcome this organization. I don't think that's necessarily
true. I
true.
disagree that it's about the organization. I think that it's about the organization for one person, and that's Mother's Milk. I think for most everybody else, I think it's about the soups themselves. Like MM has problems with Vought because of what they did to his entire family. And I think all of them don't like Vought to some degree or another. Yeah, sure. But they're largely just in it for Homelander because they think Homelander is a horrible person. Like they've all had horrible experiences because of Homelander. I think that Stan Edgar's words about Vought still shining through at the end of this are completely true. But I think Homelander is separate from Vought. And
Yeah.
just think is having him come out on top after all this time, and he doesn't see any consequence whatsoever. Like, sure, there's some realism in that, but that doesn't mean it's satisfying. That doesn't make it a satisfying way for the show to end. And I see what you're saying as well with him getting the V1 right now, and then for him to just get it undone after one episode doesn't seem satisfying either. But also, if we're talking about this season, what exactly has been satisfying about the overall plot? So like, one, we're going to get an unsatisfying thing in one way, shape, or another. Just which unsatisfying thing do you think they're going to lean more towards?
I want to answer both questions. So I would just think that considering this whole season has been about virus, V1, like it's all kind of in a similar vein to one another. I easily think that the V1 could have been incorporated into the story earlier and would have allowed us to not just be like chasing a different MacGuffin every couple of episodes. Absolutely, I think they could have done that very, very easily. As for the Homelander winning and how I could perceive that as a satisfying ending, Homelander as a character, he loves himself, but also to an extent, he does love validation and he wants people to like fear and respect him for his power. And so I feel like an ending which would be a way that he wins and loses at the same time is if he's successful. Let's say a lot of the boys die. He has V1. He is now the most powerful being in the entire world. Let's say that as a result of that, he now also loses his father and anyone else that he loves. He loses all of his support, whatever it may be. He gets what he wants by becoming the most powerful person ever, but in doing so, loses everything else. He loses everyone's support, anyone who loves him. All of that is gone. That loneliness, I think that could be an interesting way to end things on his victory, that still you feel his loss. Now, that's a very similar thing to just like, oh yeah, he loses his powers and that will lose. He'll lose in the same way.
Sure.
In that regard. So I say that just to say that like it's not necessary. I mean, we'll see what they do and kind of go through the hypotheticals of how they could have ended it and made it more satisfying and whatnot. But I think there's a way that they could go about it with him winning and not losing his powers that still can have similar satisfaction to him losing.
Sure. I know you were just giving out a hypothetical, but like my response, if that were the case, like all I would say, like, he's the most powerful person and like nobody likes him. Okay, what's to stop him from just go, like, as he said, if they released the video back in like season 3, he'd just go crazy and start killing a bunch of people and destroying infrastructure and destroying the world. Like at that point, so it's just like, then he still wins in a way. Like that brings him some sort of pleasure. So I don't know.
Yeah, I guess just like I could see it being an interesting dilemma if it's however they set it up, that like he can remain the most powerful person in the entire world if he like sacrifices Soldier Boy or something like that. That's an interesting dynamic because I don't like the validation from his father. He might value just as much as his power.
Yeah. Fair. I don't know. We'll see. 2 episodes left. Been a disappointing final season thus far, plot wise. Episode to episode wise, enjoyable.
Yeah, I like the last couple of episodes.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. On to the true finale of the week. Daredevil Born Again. Season 2, episode 8. The season finale. Gentlemen, our thoughts. In 3, 2, 1.
Wait, you guys are lower on this than me?
I mean, I have a couple quarrels.
I
have a couple quarrels.
Bro, this is what I need.
No, I love this
last
finale.
Yeah, I think it was it was fire.
I think it was phenomenal, dude. It's like a 9 out of 10 for me, 8.5.
Yeah.
9 out of 10 finale for me.
Yeah, same for me. I didn't. I ended up not even waiting. Normally, I wait to watch both episodes the next day, but I watched Daredevil that night. I was like, it's the finale, bro. I got to get to this thing. Right after we were done recording, I went and watched it. Yeah, we got when I was a boy. Yeah, I think this episode, I think it obviously is fantastic. A lot of great stuff. Ben, just to get it out of the way, what was spoiled was because we can say it now. Mike Coulter posted on Instagram a selfie of him, Kristen Ritter as Jessica Jones, and Charlie Cox in a fucking in an orange jumpsuit in a prison uniform.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. You're like, all right, bro.
Honestly, maybe even more spoilery. Like Matt literally just has like a full beard too, so I think it might even bleed into season 3. like spoilers that he just posted. Oh my god, it was so funny, dude. I'm like,
Dude, that's crazy.
Kevin
Feige
he posted that like 3
sniper.
weeks ago, bro. Like we've been known. It was
Before
actually
the Foggy
crazy.
episode. Yeah, it was wild.
Yeah, it was wild.
Wait, so did you guys think that's how this was going to end with Matt going to prison?
I thought so. Yeah,
That's
I
crazy.
did. But here's the thing: I didn't know how, and I thought he would still have like the comic stuff, like his Daredevil mask in orange. And then the clip that I saw last week when we were talking, and I was like, "Wait, Ben, what did you see specifically?" The clip that I saw was Matt telling Fisk, "Me and you both know that there was another person there on that boat, and that he's standing here in this room." And I turned it off, and I was like,
"Ads,
dude!" I turned it off, and I was like, "He's gonna fucking say he's Daredevil, bro? No way!" So I just like stayed off of literally everything, and I just watched the episode. And as I'm getting closer to that moment, I was like, "Oh, it's about to happen, dude! It's about to fucking happen,
dude."
Yeah,
everyone on the marketing
it was
team
rough.
that does mid-season trailers needs to get fired.
It's
I
insane.
can't.
Yeah.
It is.
To be fair, I don't know if it was in
ridiculous.
the trailer. Somebody literally just posted it and was like, "Oh my gosh, look at this moment!" Literally before the episode came out, and I was like, "How are they grabbing? Like, is this a TV spot? Like, what even happened?" But I'm like, dude, that's the most obvious like he's about to reveal himself clip I've ever seen. And of course, like I'm piecing together what would make him go to jail. All right, it'd be that. So that was unfortunate, but it didn't take anything away from that fucking moment, man. Oh my god,
That was a lock-in moment. I was laying down watching it, and then as soon as he started talking, I was up. I literally sat up.
Now,
like,
did
dude,
they
what the
top?
fuck?
Did they top the "I beat you" moment? I don't think so.
In the end,
but
yes.
they got close.
100%.
Oh, in the
They
end,
topped it? No,
you think they topped it there in the end
Bro,
with
they
him
did
and
not top
Fist
it.
talking?
No.
That was a
Absolutely.
great scene. I'll give you.
they did not top it.
Absolutely.
Wow.
They
I
did not top
believe
it.
you
It's at
love
the
this
same
city
level or
same
below.
as me. We can give it peace even if we have none. That's mercy. Oh my gosh.
No,
That I will say that is so fire to tie it all back to Foggy and the entire theme of this season. That being Matt saying that to Fisk in the end to tie all of Foggy's themes back from his death in season 1 and Matt losing himself.
Charlie, I had to take
it
my
is good,
rose
man.
tinted glasses off. This was peak. That moment.
it's not better.
was
It's
so-
peak. It's not better.
It is. I'm telling you.
I don't know if I don't know if I'd agree that it was better, but
I took a little
it's
bit of
close,
time,
dude.
and then
It's so good.
I absolutely think they did.
Wow.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
and then I am
Took
Daredevil.
Mercy a little too seriously. Kingpin just got to murder 15 people inside the building and get away with it. But yeah, for sure,
Crazy.
for sure, bro.
Crazy.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be one of these people, because I've seen people on social media talking about it and be just like, he did all these terrible things and he just like ended up getting away with it. You clearly
I know he didn't get away with it per se, but like he at the same time he fucking did though. Like that the offer for the deal came before he murdered 15 people inside of this like I don't know if the deal should stand after that. Obviously, yeah, Kingpin still lost in a way. Like he doesn't get to go back to his city. And like, there's the argument to be made, like, yeah, every time he goes to prison, he just works his way up this system and gets out. Okay. Who's to say that he can't work his way when he has nothing restricting him now other than he had to renounce his citizenship? Okay. He'll get that back in a fucking month. Like, what are we talking about, bro? Like, I just don't, that's not an argument.
It is kind of crazy that like the especially with what Matt says earlier in the season, where he's like, I have to believe that there's a little bit of justice, that the system works. Like, I have to believe that a little bit of the system works. That's why I can't kill Fisk. Buddy, the system's working against you now. You're in jail and Fisk is free on a fucking beach, for Christ's sakes. Like,
okay, but he
that's
also
your system.
he
That's your
also
system.
did legally beat Fisk. Like that moment in the
100%.
courtroom.
Bro, he legally beat him in season 1. Like, what are we talking about, bro? Like it's that's my point. Like, I think it's a great moment, yes, and I think there's a great dichotomy there, absolutely. Like the fact that Matt is in prison, he's sitting in his prison cell. He's clearly in a worse off situation than Fisk, who's sitting on a fucking sunny beach, and Fisk is looking miserable, and Matt's fucking smiling. Like, yeah, there's great poetry to that, but I don't know, bro. Like beyond, like he has beat him legally before, but I don't see why this is like supposed to be any sort of wild leveled of different. Like it's not. It's just not. It's not, bro. Like now Vanessa's dead.
I think it's different. Well, okay. I don't inherently think it's different. I will agree with you there. But Fisk had such a tight grip on the entire system surrounding on the entire system surrounding the court case with Karen. Like it was his task force taking on his initiative, a court that he founded to do his bidding. And even so, Matt was able to break through that and still get him punished for it, for his crimes. And where he had to end up taking a plea deal and leaving. Now, you might say, ultimately, does it matter? Will Fisk come back? Yes, 100%. I agree with you there that the result ends up being the same. But it's more the fact that like this helpless situation where it feels like Fisk has such control over the city, who's running it, what policies are being done, having the anti-vigilante task force enacting his will, and then also controlling the courts to make sure that everything happens exactly the way that he wants it to happen. The fact that Matt was able to break into that and be successful in a legal setting, I think that is very, very well done. I will still agree with your point. I just think that there's a little bit more to it.
Sure, and I agree. I agree with your point as well. I acknowledge that there's more to it. I just don't think that the more to it is still like that much vastly different. Like I don't know. It was satisfying though, and that's what I will give it. Even with my gripes with it, it still felt satisfying.
I just feel like that moment gave, like, for Karen, who's sitting there hearing Matt go on his whole spiel, I feel like that gave her hope in the justice system that, like, he's been trying to convince her of that all season, that, like, there's another way to go about it. And she hasn't really believed in that. And she's been doubting that and thinking you have to go to more extreme measures in order to enact change. And to see kind of her revelation of like, no, even with Fisk having control of everything surrounding us, justice can prevail. I think that
I just don't think that maybe I think that they just haven't, it's not that they haven't been in that sort of situation before. Like season 3 was largely that. Like Fisk had his hands in the FBI. Like sure, he wasn't a city official, a government official in any sort of big sense like that. But like the FBI was the anti-vigilante task force of that season, if you think about it. Like it's not like it was all that vastly different. And he's had his hands in the police force before that. So like I just don't think it's wholly like wildly, wow, this is such a different path for them to take, aside from him just not being a US citizen anymore, or at least a citizen of New York.
It's not that it's different, but like, do you think that it goes a little deeper than before?
No, like I said, no, I acknowledge that it goes deeper. The steps that had to be taken in and of themselves, like him having to reveal his identity, him having to go to prison after the fact, like of course there's deeper meaning behind it. I just don't think that what transpires is, I don't know, enjoyable enough to gloss over those problems with it. Like I did have a great time, and I agree. I think it's a 9 out of 10, but that 1 point is a strong 1 point to lose, because I think that I don't want to say egregious, but I think it's a problem for sure. I like Matt gets more mad at Frank for killing people, for killing bad guys than he did at Fisk for killing 15 New York citizens. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
That's a good
I don't
point,
disagree.
Charlie.
I don't disagree with
shit.
anything you're saying. But also 5 seasons of fighting the same guy. I mean, kind of like
yeah, there's not much you can do.
take
Absolutely.
the deal, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Take
sure.
the deal. like if Fisk was sitting there and killed one more person right before Matt got to him, like that's not going to change the fact that the deal's on the table, you know?
But that's my thing. I think it should. That's what as part of what I'm saying is like I think that should change things. Like I think that the attorney general should maybe pull that deal. Like I don't know. Like I don't think that that's something that should be left on the table after 15 citizens of New York were just murdered by this fucking super soldier.
Yeah.
So
Kingpin hallway scene. It's crazy.
great fight scene, by the way. Great stuff.
Boo. Yeah. No, I loved it.
I don't like. I guess I don't want to like just sound like I'm just shitting on it wholeheartedly. Like obviously, I think it's great. I think it's a great moment, and I think that moment when he's sitting there telling him like we're both bad for the city in some way, shape, or form. I think that it's a great moment. Yeah, I think you're tripping that it tops I beat you, but you know, everybody has their own taste.
I mean, I think I would need to rewatch the first 3 seasons and get back to that moment, but I don't know. This was special to me.
The only reason,
Charlie,
like,
I want you to know I started laughing specifically when Hector Ayala's daughter showed up, because in that moment I was like,
I did too.
Actually.
I thought I immediately thought of Aiden. I immediately thought when she just swings in and starts slicing. All right,
gosh, what are we doing?
Oh man,
so dumb. Like, have you seen the picture of that dude holding the pit bull, and the pit bull is just like being choked by the collar, and the dude's like posted up like that, and he's like, he's trying his hardest to make this motherfucker look vicious.
Oh God, yeah. I hope in the future, because they already said there's going to be a time jump for season 3. I hope they can make her a little bit more interesting come next time. With Matt being in prison and everything, now's the perfect time. We'll see. And I don't know. And in regards to what you said about Karen, also, I'd say I find it hard to believe that she looked at this whole situation and came out of it like, wow, yeah, Matt was wholeheartedly right. Like, there's another way to go about it. Because, like, sure, Fisk is gone, but look at everything that Matt lost because of the way that he went about it, the way he did. His identity is now revealed, and he has to go to prison. So, like, I feel like cynical Karen is looking at that. I do think that conversation meant something to her, like as it relates to Foggy and everything, even though she wasn't there for those moments, at least the ones that we saw from this season. But I just think that Karen wouldn't look at that as a renouncing win, like a wholehearted win, and she'd still find a way to pick at it and complain about it. Honestly, I would not be surprised if that's a talking point for her come next season.
Yeah, not that it like completely solved it for her, but I do think it was like a very important moment that like on her trial, that's when everything happened. And she could really, you know, obviously the lengths that Matt had to go to revealing his identity and whatnot, but like just seeing that there's hope in the justice system. Even if it's not like a full solution to everything, it's at least a little bit.
Yeah.
Very important question that I have for you guys. Is this better than Invincible season 4?
No.
This one episode or this season?
This season as a whole.
I don't think so. I also don't think season 4 is better than season 3. I think season 3 is untouchable. I saw an edit the other day that I was like, yeah, man, there's
season 3 is fire, bro. Season 3 is fire.
Season 3 of Invincible might be the best season of superhero television ever.
Holy,
it'd be up there with like Daredevil season 3, but that's about it. I don't think that's that crazy.
I don't think that's crazy. I don't. It being the absolute best, I don't necessarily agree with, but it's up there. Yeah,
I just don't like. I'd have to think about it, but I don't know if it would be top.
What's better?
5.
Loki season 2.
Loki.
You don't think it's top 5
seasons of comic book shows? No.
What the fuck would you put above it?
Daredevil season 3, Loki season 2.
Sure, I'll give you.
Those are the only 2.
Yeah. Penguin? What else are you gonna say here? X-Men 97. X-Men. I'll give you X-Men 97 as well. But you haven't seen X-Men 97, so you can't even say that.
I won't. I prefer the Penguin to Invincible season 3. I'm lower on Invincible season 3 than you guys. I mean, I personally, I don't even think Invincible season 3 is the best season of Invincible. I think that's season 4. I even have Invincible season 1 over season 3. We've talked about this. It's my third favorite Invincible season.
Wild. You're wild. Wow.
And I think I'd have this season of Daredevil above all of it. So I don't know what's to
all of it.
The entire show of Invincible, you'd have Daredevil season.
Brother, get him off the fucking podcast, bro. What the fuck did he just say? What the fuck, dude? This was a guy just last week, mind you, Chad. Just last week, he was like, I don't know if this season is really hitting for me like the other stuff, bro. Shut up. He literally said, what was it that, it's just not as memorable. It's just like, I'm not really feeling the same feelings that I felt before. Dude. Like when at that time I was like, I mean, I think you're a little crazy. Obviously, I can't change your mind on that, but like, you do you, bro. And now look at him fucking glazing it. He's glazing the entire season. Recency bias is the thing, ladies and gentlemen. It is a thing, and he is suffering from it. Holy shit. What the fuck did you just say?
Crazy.
What did you just say, bro? That is insane what you just said, Benjamin.
Dude, twisting my words in an insane way. Misrepresentation. I said it is absolute peak Daredevil. I was there to praise it as much as you guys did, but that it just wasn't quite sticking with me as much as I would expect it to do for it being peak Daredevil. And guess what? Now
it's the best. It's the best. It's better than all of Invincible. Now, a week later, it's better than all of Invincible. Now, what, brother? You can't be a serious person. You can't be a serious person.
It might not go to toe with season 4 of Invincible. I will give you that one. Do I have it above season 3? Yeah, because I have Invincible season 3 as the third best Invincible season. I'm sorry. Argue with a wall. I don't know what to tell you. This, man. I mean, another dude, don't remove me, okay? This might be better than Daredevil season 1.
I'd have to rewatch.
This might be the second best season of Daredevil.
It's better than season 2. I'll give you that.
Well, I like Born Again more than Daredevil.
I know. I didn't like Born Again more than season 2. Born Again season 1.
Yeah.
But Born Again season 2 is better than season 2.
OG season 2, Born Again season 1.
That's
toss up OG season 1, Born Again season 2,
insane,
and then
but it's not
OG
great.
Season 3 at the top.
Like, I don't think a single episode of the Foot Clan stuff. Sorry, that's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I don't think a single episode of the Hand Clan stuff in OG season 2 is anywhere as bad as that one episode with Muse dying from Born Again season 1. That episode is atrocious. Like I don't know how you can say that a season containing that episode is better than OG season 2. I just don't know.
I'd have to go back and look at my take on it, to be honest with you.
That's crazy, dude.
I don't know.
I like you came to play today with your takes, man. I'll give you that. You came to play, but holy fuck.
What? I didn't think
first you're sucking Homelander off. I want him to win, actually, and now you're fucking sucking Daredevil off. Holy shit! Last week he was fucking shitting on the show, ladies and gentlemen. Look at him now. Fuck, man.
This misrepresentation is just crazy. Honestly, blow me and be accurate with my points, because I don't know what I'm saying that's so crazy. Like, I don't know. I don't feel like it's insane. Maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
Just Invincible season 3. I was not.
Episodes 1, 2, and 3 of this season of Daredevil. Great stuff, man. Fantastic stuff. You're right, man.
Yeah. Episodes 1, 2, 3 of Invincible season 4. Episodes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of Invincible.
I don't know what that point is, because I'm not saying I'm not a champion for season 4. I mean, I am, and to a certain sense, but I'm not saying that it's the best season. Episodes 1, 2, and 3 of season 3. Fuck yeah, buddy. Like, what the fuck? All right. Okay.
Dude, Invincible 4, 1, 3, 2. Come on.
Crazy. Blasphemous. There's literally Powerplex, Invincible War, Conquest Fight, plus the filler time travel episode, plus the first 3 episodes of season
Cecil backstory,
the Cecil stuff, Cecil and Mark, Debbie. Yeah, I don't know, man. You're kind of crazy.
You're lost, pal. You are so lost. It's crazy.
You guys,
the aura loss that you've had this one episode is actually just fucking. I don't think you'll ever recover. I don't think you'll ever recover, man.
Is it that bad? Like, what are we...
Dude, I want to personally go and make clips of this shit so people can clown on you. Like, it's actually crazy. Like,
listen. Maybe there's recency bias. Maybe I need to rewatch all of Invincible and all of Daredevil. That's just how I feel. Also, the Invincible season 3 being one of the best seasons in all of comic book TV show history.
Maybe, yeah. Like, that could be a crazy take. I'd be willing to admit that that's a crazy take. But
Daredevil season 1, Daredevil season 3, Penguin.
What, that season 3 is the best show or the best season of?
Yeah, that it's the best.
TV?
I'd be willing to admit that that's a crazy take. That it's
I might even take
the absolute best. But it being up there, I don't think is crazy.
No, I don't think that's crazy either. I think
you said it's not even top 5.
Yeah. But I'm like top 10, sure. I think.
I think it's crazy to say it's not top 5.
I think that.
Sorry, list your 5 again. I think I interrupted you.
Well, it's not in any particular order, but I think in a top 10, Invincible season 1, 3, and 4 would all be there. I think the Penguin would be there. OG Daredevil 1 and 3.
All right, yeah, you left off on Penguin. So okay, you have Daredevil and Loki season 2 and
Loki season 2.
Penguin. What's the other 2?
OG Daredevil season 1 and 3.
Those are the other 2? Because we're going off seasons.
Again, I'm just listing off like what would be in my top 10. I don't know any particular.
But just do the 5. I just want the 5. I just want because I interrupted you when you were doing the 5.
If I had to pick 5, I honestly a lock is Loki season 2 and the Penguin. I love those to death.
Okay,
I think they're incredible. Daredevil season 3 has to be there. I would go. I think Invincible season 4. I think I would have that there.
Okay.
And then the 5th spot is probably between Invincible season 1 and a Daredevil season. Like, I don't know. But then
not Daredevil season 1 because you just put Daredevil Born Again season 2 above season 1.
I said back and forth. I'm not decided on. It would probably be a Daredevil season, but then like next up is Invincible season 3, The Punisher season 1, which I have recently rewatched.
I haven't watched that in a minute. So
season 1 I think is phenomenal.
I'm not inclined to agree with that.
Season 2 is a bit of a stinker, but
you haven't seen X-Men 97, so
yeah, that's fair. But I mean, yeah,
I think the only one I'm willing to put above it confidently is Daredevil season 3.
Yeah, I think like clearly though, Daredevil as a whole and Invincible as a whole are the 2 best comic book shows that we've ever gotten.
Sure. And Invincible is ideally, hopefully, just going to be getting better.
Am I redeeming myself a little bit?
Yeah, man. You basically need to be on fraud watch for the next couple weeks. Holy shit. That is crazy. That was actually insane, man.
No, it's season 1 of Punisher is really good with Billy and whatnot.
But Billy Butcher?
Yeah, from what the couple things I remember, sure.
I mean, maybe it's egregious to it wouldn't be top 5, but would it be
the showrunner for Born Again worked on Punisher season 1. I don't know if he was the showrunner of that show, but
yeah. And then Eben Mas Backrack was in that as Micro.
Yep.
No, I really like that.
Ben hears a lot.
Yeah, that's crazy. It would be a bit lower, but it would probably sneak into the top 10 of seasons.
You got an interesting list, man. I'm sorry, you got an interesting list.
I'll just leave it
at that. I don't want to. I'm done flaming you, man. I don't want to flame you anymore because
I was actually I was about to say between that and then Aiden's comment just now about Micro, like have I upset you guys? Did I do something?
What? Okay, don't go all soft on me. Sorry, I'm doing it for the content, bro. I'm doing it for the
Whoa.
content.
Double meaning.
Golly.
Did I upset you guys?
Holy shit.
Yeah, you've pissed me
cap,
off, actually.
No cap on God, bro.
No cap on God, bro.
Back to the episode discussion, I guess. Yeah. Back to the episode discussion. I loved still having Jessica Jones here, even though, I mean, she even had a little interaction with Wilson, with Kingpin. That was a little. I don't know why he said it like that. He's like, as if she'd be working with somebody else. He said, interesting the sides you've chosen, or he said something like that. Who you've chosen to align yourself with, I think is what he said.
She said, "Keep stepping."
And turns out Luke Cage is the one that was working with Charles. A lot of people on the internet aren't going to like that because they said Luke Cage would never do that. Well, Luke Cage just did, buddy. And now Bullseye's going off to work with him. And I saw in an interview with Wilson Bethel that he will be back in season 3. He hasn't read much of what he's going to be doing, so but he will be back in season 3. And we also know that, I don't think this is a spoiler for Benjamin. I think that, Discussing Film posted this. Iron Fist is coming back as well. So that'll be cool. And
I don't know. I'll be honest. I'm on the fence about all this. I don't want Daredevil Born Again season 3. I don't want that to become the Defenders.
Sure. I think
what they're doing.
They'll be in it as much as Jessica Jones was in this season.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I just want it to be Daredevil centric and not just like, oh, this is an excuse to give all of these characters another season of their shows.
I did also see that they said they're going to be doing different Daredevil villains from the comics as well in season 3. So
Lady Muse, let's go, guys.
Yeah, Lady Muse will be one of them. So technically just Muse, but yeah, Lady, but yeah. So maybe technically different villain, but also same villain. And then there's one other thing I was going to say. What was it? Oh, over under on him being in Spider-Man Brand New Day now. Do we think that's why Peter's in a prison?
Under, no.
I think he is 100% in the movie. Yeah.
I like that.
I think there could be I guess I need to reword it. I think there could be a conversation with him in prison.
But you don't think he's like the one edited out of that shot fighting the Hand or anything?
No, and I don't think that Spider-Man's like breaking him out of prison.
Sure.
Other people are theorizing that as well.
Yeah.
I don't think it's either of those two things. But do I think that there could be a conversation? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think I don't know. He has to be in the movie. Like, I feel like, of course he's in the movie.
He has to.
I mean,
I just want Daredevil on film.
I just feel like it
Imagine,
makes sense.
bro. Yeah. The first time Punisher's in a movie, also the first time Daredevil's in a movie. Bang, bro. Bang.
It's so like fire. You got Daredevil, you got Hulk. I mean, throw Matt in there too, and he's already
what a movie this would be.
A Spider-Man movie before. Yeah, do it, man. Why not? I think it'd be. It makes perfect. It makes perfect sense.
Real quick, gotta shit on the Heather arc again because it's just fucking atrocious. I know we just talked about Lady Muse, but like as we talked about in the past, there could have been so many good things with this, but they just fucking. I don't know if they rushed it or if they just didn't care to actually give it any semblance of nuance whatsoever, but. Watching her put on the mask at the end of this did nothing for me. I just like, okay.
Yeah.
I knew that's where you were going, but you made me feel nothing for it. So, Also, didn't really love that there wasn't that much Buck in this episode. I would have loved to see him like more of his reaction to. I guess we didn't really need more than we got. Like we got that moment of him walking into the office, and Fisk asks him about Daniel, and he just gives his answer, and I think in a regretful way, but I don't know.
I mean, he got shot, but yeah, he wasn't.
Yeah, he got shot. So and then
wasn't-
after that, he was gonna.
Yeah, but he wasn't really a part of the conversation very much after that point.
Yeah.
Like I don't.
Why would Bullseye do that too? By the way, like the guy says, "You get ready to take the shot." Daredevil's walking out, and then he's like, "Sorry, pal, wrong Bullseye." Why would you do that? You just lost your element of like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah, I don't know.
Bro, there was a moment like dead middle of this episode that I just got like the craziest whiplash where things are going great. This is like there's no corny dialogue, like courtroom scene is hitting, all of this stuff is just going great. And then I felt like we hit a brick wall for like a span of 5 minutes where you have the task force just like having some fighting in front of the entire audience of people there. And we have this like corny moment where we got like a switch up, a betrayal where he just like kind of fucks him up, and then he just lets everybody in there, and all the task force just listens to him. Like I'm supposed to be under the impression that the task force is horrible. They listen to Fist. They like, that they are all like Powell, I think his name is. And then they just completely all listen to this dude. He's like, let them in. Everyone gets in. And they all get killed. Like they all just get their asses handed to them. The scene right after that is Heather punching this dude in the throat and like doing her like
don't ever touch me or whatever she said.
Yeah, her Muse boss moment. Like, get the fuck out of here. Bro, I was like, dude, I feel like we've hit a wall. I was like, please don't keep this up for the rest of the episode. Luckily, they saved it, having the Daredevil and Fisk moment and, having a great action sequence with Fisk killing everybody and, ending with the prison scene. But man, for a moment there, I was like, dude, this is so bad. Like, please don't just start to throw everything at the wall to wrap up storylines. I was like, I already had to deal with Hector Ayala's fucking daughter bouncing around everywhere like she's a fucking pit bull or something.
A 2 second scene.
Yeah. 2 seconds is enough, man. Fucking horrible.
I did love the moment too when the cops came to arrest him. Like he heard him from a while away, and Karen saw him Karen saw him hear them, and they say they love each other, and then he gets down, puts his hands up, and I like his lawyer. I used to be a lawyer. He says I waive the advisement, not the rights. I don't know, just great stuff. Good stuff. Good little Matt Murdock stuff.
Yeah, and an incredible final shot of him.
Yeah.
And Fisk muttering under his breath so that Matt can hear him from the other room.
Courtroom. That was so fire.
Oh my god, bro.
That was so fire.
Oh, it was so
that whole interaction.
It was so
good.
And I love how they twisted it on his head too, because like he says, I could say something in this courtroom that would ruin your life. And then he's like, he just does it, and Matt does it himself. Like that's so fire.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Dude, whenever he throws his baton and catches it and looks back at Fisk, like almost like crying, like almost teary-eyed.
Yeah.
Like he's just so exhausted. Like this is what it's come to. This is what I have to do.
Dude, I'll be honest, I teared up,
man.
When he
100%.
When he revealed himself.
Yeah. It was just like we were just hitting beat for beat, just absolute peak. And then I'm just like, he's gonna do it. He's actually gonna do it. And then he did. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Do we feel good about that he did it? Like, do we feel like?
Yeah, I feel like it's
going forward.
Where else are you really gonna go? Like, how else can you? It's like the Foggy stuff. How else can you spice up this story and justify, retelling this or using the same characters to tell this story? Like, where do you go from here? And I think this
because it's been 5 seasons. Like we've had 5 seasons of A Secret Identity, so like
I think this is a good like a refreshing spot to take it. I don't hate this at all.
Yeah. I'm a fan of it as long as they don't reverse it. Like I don't know. I don't think you should undo it like they're doing with Spider-Man, which is like fine. Because like the whole thing with Spider-Man is like he has to sacrifice in order to save the multiverse. But it also in a way feels like, hey, let's have another excuse for Spider-Man's identity to be secret again. Like that's definitely an element of it, and I just hope that they don't continue doing that.
Sure. And well, we will see with season 3, which ideally, most likely, is coming out next year. So around this same time, we're gonna have Invincible and Daredevil week after week again. Hopefully, no the boys though. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how this last season goes, these last 2 episodes go, I should say. But for those of you out there, thank you so much for watching or listening. If you're on YouTube, I'd like to remind you that every single episode we read all of our comments from this episode aloud, not just from this episode, but next episode we will read all the comments under this episode. Benjamin will be reading those. So if you want Benjamin to say something, go ahead and say it down below. If you're on YouTube, also hit the like button, please. It helps push our content out so other people like you might find it and watch it and fall in love with us. Also, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, because we are posting new episodes every single week. I think we're on a tear right now. I don't think we've missed a week in quite a while now. If you're on Spotify or any other podcast listening platform like Apple Music, you can also drop us a rating. We sincerely appreciate that. I'm sure that helps us in some way. I don't really know how it helps us, but I'm sure it does. Or you could give us a bad rating. That might also help us because people want to hate on us. All publicity is good publicity. So do whatever you want to do. I don't really care. I'm just kidding. I do care. That's bad. I shouldn't say that. I do care. Thank you all so much for watching or listening. I hope you have a great day, evening, afternoon, night, whatever time you're listening to this. With that being said, we'll see you guys next time. Adios.
Sayonara.
Peace.